What? That's crazy. These are weapons. You don't want to mess with these guys. OD. The hell? If you saw the last video, you would know I moved from the main city of Shanghai to a little Chinese village in Guangzhou province of China called Zhiying. Today's video, I'm going around the village asking villagers their experiences living in this beautiful village, as well as making new friends. The temples in this Chinese village were really fascinating because of what the villagers have turned them into many years after the Chinese dynasties. The temples have been converted from places of worship to social spaces for the old as retirement homes, funded by the rich men from the village, reason why you see many luxury cars driving around this village. We were fortunate to use one of these temples as our working area. I wanted to hear about some personal experiences from the villagers, about the changes that have occurred over the years since they've lived here, and also just make some friends in general. So, enjoy the video. Our first guest today was a lady sitting at the temple who runs an after-school program for the kids. We got to talk about her experiences living in the village so far.
I have little memory about the temple. It's small and dark. But I do remember when I was young, I played a lot around the ponds. It's the most important place in the village. We had drunk from there, washed in the pond, swam in the pond. But it's gone. Water was polluted as the industry appeared. Now few people use the water from the well. It's a pity. My old memory is always related to the story of the market, which was full of happiness. At the time, everyone was poor. A little piece of sugar could create a lot of fun. I seldom went to the temple. I have few memories about the temple because I didn't think I belonged to that.
Very important, and when she was a child, her parents was very busy, and they need to take the children to the field and put under the tree maybe, so they can walk in the field, but the children need to rest under the tree. And so that's the three very important thing or area or space for her.
Next, I spoke to this group of men who also were relaxing at the temple, and they gave me their experiences living in the village. I remember how crowded it was when the holidays came. A lot of foreigners, like many foreigners, would come visit during the festivals. The neighborhood villagers came to the market, operas played in the market, laughing is everywhere. I think the pond is the most important place in the village. No pond, no village. Yeah, yeah. The temple belonged to the government at the time. We seldom came into this place. In my mind, the temple houses the poorest people, so I don't think it's a good place for me. The village is a place for eating and rest. I remember that I played outside every day at the temple, the bank of the pond and the field. But when I was older and knew the meaning of the temple, I didn't go to the temple anymore. There was a well in my village, but people can't drink the water anymore because of the pollution. What's your name?
首先是您叫什么名字？
我先音叶先，农业的业。
Okay, pause. In case you guys are wondering what he just said, I asked him his name, and his name is Zhiying. In this village, like I said earlier, most of the people in the village have the same last name since it's from the same tribe, which is Ying. My job is an iron man. I bend iron for a living. I've done my job my whole life. My house is my workplace, so the building story is my work. My shop is on the street, so people come and go, but during the hotter days, less people stay. I don't need to work in the field. The street is my whole world. Next, I was stopped by this amazing woman who could not help but overlook the fact that I was black in the village. Like I said in my previous videos, this village is not used to having black people, especially people like me that want to get involved with their society.
Yang is not my family name. I came from another village, but my husband is a native. He taught me how to fix watches. That's what I do now. There were several people at the time that could fix watches, but now I'm the only one. I just live in the outer place of the village, so every morning I ride my bike to the market. The market is still the center of my life. At the same time, I miss the well. We used to wash our clothes with my friend there, but now it's polluted.
办厂的咯，办得很大的，做锅的。
I know this is a bird.
啊，
There's a bird.
哦，你看，
画眉。
哎呀，这个鸟给它抓起来，我卖的很值钱的嘞，真的嘞。
抓得住吗？
我看一下，我给它关掉你们。
Money.
Yeah.
这里一个老头子抓这个鸟卖的，他是。
这个鸟是不是人家抓回去养的？
哎。
他是唱。
You want to catch the bird?
哪里来？来，大家踩来。
车这儿来。
哇，这玩意儿看着。
我也不知道你什么。
We met this Manto seller, who was also excited to see me walking around in the village. Manto is a street snack, sort of like how us Nigerians have suya, and in the US, Americans have, say, a burrito. Manto is made up of rice, mashed up and steamed, so call them like rice cakes. And they're usually eaten with either a sauce, but in this case, and in most cases, when it's served on the street, it's eaten with sand pudding, which is basically sand sugar, as a mixture of sand and sugar. Don't ask me why, but it's an acquired taste.
就是那个八村有一个那个老房子。
I'm not a native. I come from Zhiying province. I have been here for 18 years. When I first moved here, there were a lot of job opportunities, but then the factories moved out of town. The population reduced. I missed the street culture here when I first moved, so I decided to start my own food business. I don't know about the temple at all, as I am an immigrant, like I said earlier. No matter what, I don't belong to this place, even though I have lived here for 18 years. At the end of the day, experiencing China was one of the most amazing seasons in my life so far. It took me a while to finish this series because I had a lot of things going on in my life, as you all know. Moving forward, I want to experience more cultures as well as share my own culture to the world through my perspective. Anyways, family, hope you enjoyed the video and the whole docu-series. I've created a playlist for the channel for you guys to always go back and watch, and for the new people to go and watch through the whole series. Like I always say, you've been amazing, I've been Ben, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you guys.